Hey guys, Wolvie here with a special presentation for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Global for the 1st of July 2020, and this is going to be information on Kain's second rework. Now, for those of you who are wondering why was Kain not part of this banner, I'm going to give my insight into this at the very end of the video, which may make some people cry or not be happy with the insights. Now, this is going to be one of those where it's my opinion only, so that's on that. But I do want to provide the information for Kain's second rework. He was on my list for a possible early rework coming to Global early. And for my reasoning with him is that it was based on last year when his first rework came to Global early. So now that we know that Kain's second rework came to Global early, this second rework is much needed in my personal opinion. I'll get to the specifics as to why later on. But we're going to go into the information here regarding his second rework, which also comes with his second costume and his EX weapon. Gets the realization, plus he now has his character boards. And by character boards, the character enhancement boards. So we're going to go into the second rework information first and foremost. It is the Crystal Strength level 55 and level 60 passives, which is skill 1 and skill 2 respectively. Now for skill 1, the extension second rework for Kain, it is a 4-hit group range brave attack after the brave multiplier. This does deal splash damage to the non-targets, meaning that the intended target gets everything, and the non-targets get 50% of the HP damage dealt to the intended target. Meaning that if it were 45,000 total HP damage that Kain deals to the intended target, it's about 22,500 to the non-targets if it's like a group of 3. Now, you have here the information here from Jump. This is from Jump 3. So that's the information in red. Now we're going to go into Gun Gear Skill 2. This has 4 additional uses. Increases bravery on attack before the brave attack, meaning that the higher his attack stat is, the bigger amount of brave he gets. And the brave attack hit count now becomes 6 from 4. The overflow limit is now up to 180%. This is excellent in my opinion. Like I said, it's much needed. I'll go into the reasons why once we get to the additional information. So with that, we're going to go into the banner that it's a part of. So again, Kain's EX does get a realization here. And I'm surprised, and I'm really, really happy about it. So, with that bit out of the way, we're going to go into the banner itself. It is Kain for Final Fantasy IV, Leo for Final Fantasy VI, and Penelo for Final Fantasy XII. This does have the first multiple for free, and I only got Penelo's 35 out of it because that's RNG. Now, the good thing here is that I would not have benefited from this banner either way because I do have all 3 EX weapons, plus their entire kits. So, yeah. Now we're going to go into Kain's EX weapon post-realization. Now we do know that in base form that Kain's EX has, I think, a slightly slow recast speed. Once you get it up to the 3 out of 3, it goes from slightly slow to, I believe, normal. And we're going to get to information on the post-realization. So 0 out of 3, this is another way for Kain to deal splash HP damage to the non-targets. This is, again, amazing, much needed in my personal opinion. Now this has a overflow limit increased to 180% from 150%. And this also extends the duration of his own buffs by 1 turn each. Again, amazing. Now, we're going to go into the 1 out of 3 shtick. So, 1 out of 3 has a moderate raise to max bravery, greatly raises his attack. 2 out of 3 slightly recasts the speed of Fang Claw once again. So again, I think this is slightly fast at this point. It also gives him a brand new buff called Dragoon's Pride, which is a raise to attack and max bravery. Also has max brave up 1 and attack up 1 to self for 6 turns. 3 out of 3 post realization. Brave attack hit count becomes 10, tremendously increased cumulative brave damage. Grants bravery to allies based on HP damage dealt. Delays targets by 1 turn, and this is all targets. While you have Dragoon's Pride being active, HP attack becomes HP attack plus. Increases bravery based on the attack stats. Unleashes a 3-hit brave attack and HP attack. Stolen bravery may exceed max by 120%. By up to. Actually, let me rephrase this. Stolen bravery may exceed max up to 120%. Extends duration of his own buffs by 1 turn each. So, there. So, when we get Kain's EX Realize and at 3 out of 3, he now has the same mechanic as Tifa. Unlike Tifa, Kain's extends to every target, not just one. So, in a way, this could mean that Tifa could get benched at this point, but you never know because Tifa's melee and Kain is ranged. Now we're going to go into the sphere itself that Kain provides. It is break, hit, ranged, attack longer. When afflicting break or attacking target already afflicted with break, raise his own ranged attack stat by 15% for 6 turns. This is one of those spheres that's designed for specific units and those who deal ranged damage and can equip the A sphere. Arnam is a good candidate here. Fang's actually an excellent candidate. This kind of screams Arabic young Fang right here. Kain could also benefit from this as well. Now, what do I think about Kain's second rework? This is an absolute godsend for Kain. This is something he desperately needed. The fact that it came to global early kind of puts him at a 2 for 2 with the early rework coming to global. I was also surprised when they came out with his second costume. So this was a much needed timing for Kain to get his second rework on global. Now, for those of you wondering why Kainer did not get her rework on global at this time, the thing is people need to understand is that global is notorious for switching things around. Meaning that what you see on JP may not come at the same time on global. In the sense of, when it came on JP, when does it come out on global? It's not going to be the same exact time and sense of the timeline. It may come sooner, it may come later at times. It may come when it's scheduled. But people who play both JP and global do need to take into effect that things are not going to come when you think it's going to come. It may come earlier, it may come later. Now, with certain other Summer Incursion Banners coming along, meaning the third one, and by that, Return of our Nam, it's pretty much the same shit. Some things come early, some things come as intended, some things come later. Now, I do think that Kater will be in a part of a Heretic event, and that could be towards the end of July, because we do know that regarding the raid, the last raid event, meaning that where Lena and Saver got their reworks, it's probably going to be part of another calendar. And for Kater's case, she's probably going to be towards the end of July to kick off the August calendar. This is going to be before the whole thing with the LD Burst Weapon era. But you know what? At the end of the day, it does remain to be seen with Kater, in all honesty, because we still have 2 Summer Incursion Banners left. But to be completely honest here, you're looking at the time span for each of the Summer Incursion Banners, which is 9 to 10 days apiece. That's not going to be a long enough time for Kater to be part of those. And what kind of hurts Kater's case here, because of that time frame for each banner, is that if you look at the recently released EX weapons for Aphmo, Alphano, Raishin, and Saz coming up, and with Saz and Raija coming up later on in July. Kater's going to be given that same exact treatment where she gets the full 13 days / 2-week treatment because her EX is yet to be in the game. And by that, on the global end. But that's that, and I'll leave it right where it is. With Wolvie here signing off, I'll catch you all on the flip side.